Gokarna is basically a temple city with a number of famous temples. We've been planning a trip for quite some time and nothing apart from the planning part was happening, thanks to the COVID and my laziness, of course. So finally my cousin came back from London and he wanted to go on a trip, as the last time we, that is me, my brother and my cousin, went on a trip was like 4 years ago. We had some places in mind including Goa, but we've all been to Goa multiple times. So we wanted a similar experience but not Goa. So obviously our next option was Gokarna, a peaceful and less crowded version of Goa. We initially planned a road trip, but the experience of our train journey was something we've been missing since COVID. We started our journey from Palakkad. We couldn't get the direct train as we planned our trip just 2 days before. Hence, we had to take a train to Mangalore and from there to Gokarna. It took more than 13 hours in total from Palakkad, including some delays due to some maintenance work that happened on the way. Anyways, we missed the sunset on our first day at Gokarna, but Raat abhi bhi baki hai mere boss. So we reached the destination, the Sunset Cafe at Gokarna main beach. We loved the ambience, hospitality and of course the food at Sunset Cafe. It had been a long and tiring day. It's time to get some sleep. For those who are unaware, there are multiple beaches in Gokarna, including the Gokarna main beach, Kudle Beach, Om Beach, Half Moon Beach, Paradise Beach, also known as the Full Moon Beach, and Belacan Beach. I hope that's how it's pronounced. Next day morning I had to get into a work call just for an hour. No matter how short these are, when it comes in between trips, these are painful. As soon as I'm done with it, we got some breakfast, did some photo shoots and started our first trek to Kudle Beach. I couldn't keep my camera down for most of the time. Gokarna is just amazing. So finally we are here at Kudle Beach. Unlike Gokarna main beach, it's small in size but it's beautiful. It's famous for water sports, as you can see here. After all this trekking in this hot weather, we got tired pretty quick and we got into this shack for a quick recharge. I took an iced tea which sounded perfect for this weather. Once done, we took some more pictures and started trekking to our next destination, the Om Beach. You also have the option to rent two-wheelers to visit different beaches instead of trekking, but we chose this option as we think this is a better way to explore a place like Gokarna. And of course we are crazy. We had to take a long route, as one of the auto drivers said that this is the only route. Maybe he tried to make us hire his auto. We kept on walking with the music on. Finally we are at the Om Beach. As expected, it's beautiful, but by the time we reached there, we were literally starving and decided to have something. We decided to go to this hotel. I had a cheese omelette and a soft drink. My brother had some type of omelette, but my cousin can't stay away from the chicken biryani. Wherever he go, he'll spend a good amount of time going through the menu and will end up saying chicken biryani. After that, we went to a final destination of the day, that is the Om Beach. It's called the Om Beach because of the shape of the Om symbol, which by the way can only be viewed from the top. It was less crowded and had very little number of shacks and when compared to the main beach and the Kudle Beach. But it's still a beauty. I haven't seen anything like this before. And so after spending some time at the Om Beach, we are finally heading back to the main beach, as we're extremely tired with all the trekking and it's gonna get worse once we travel back the same distance again, back to our cottage. Still no regrets for not hiring a vehicle. That's how it is done, right? Luckily, someone told us the proper route to go back to Kudle Beach this time. When we reached Kudle Beach, again it was much more crowded than it was when we came in the morning. Took a couple more photos and headed back to our home beach. And yeah, this is Gokarna. We initially planned a 2-day trip, but that eventually turned out to be a 3-day trip. But since it was a weekend, we couldn't get any room at the Sunset Cafe, the one we are staying currently. It was booked for the weekends, but they did help us to get another cottage nearby so that we didn't have to carry our luggage too far. Next day was rest day. We stayed at the main beach. Also, we wanted to see the other part of Gokarna, that is Gokarna apart from the beaches. We had breakfast and headed to the Gokarna main town. The town of Gokarna is totally a different world. The Gokarna is basically a temple city with a number of famous temples. Love the contrast between these two. Finding an ATM is a big headache here, so keep that in mind before traveling. But luckily most of the hotels, shops, both in beaches and town accept UPI payment mode. We explored the main beach that day, tried different cuisines and chicken biryanis of course, and soon another sunset to call off the day. We spent more time at the cafe and was late to get to bed even though we had to leave early tomorrow. And finally it's time to say goodbye to this wonderful town. These 3 days were amazing. For going back, we had to take a bus to Kumta from Gokarna main bus station and a train from there to Mangalore and then back to Palakkad. None of them were booked prior to our journey, so we had to, struggle a bit to find our tickets on the way. So we booked tickets once we reached Mangaluru, but still, somehow we reached home safely as per planned. And yeah, this was one hell of a trip there. I love Gokarna and I really hope to visit there again. So thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did like what you see, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon for future videos. Thank you.